Next tonight, plans to dual the A9 between Perth and Inverness by 2035 are on track. That was the message from the Scottish Government today as it gave its second annual update on the multi-billion pounds project. It emerged 18 months ago that the work would take a decade longer than initially pledged. Campaigners say they remain sceptical about the pace and price of the dualling programme. Here's Louise Cowie.
I think when you're sitting in a village that's directly off the A9, you hear the sirens, you hear the helicopters actually track right down the railway line anyway.
Laura Hansler lives in Kincraig in the Highlands. She uses the A9 every day and heads up the campaign group for it to be dualled.
Every time there's a delay, we're at risk of losing another life on that road.
Today she travelled to Perth for the latest briefing on the Scottish Government's dualling programme.
Providing written updates on progress as accountability to the Net Zero Energy and Transport Committee of the Scottish...
83 miles of road in 11 sections are being upgraded from single to dual carriageway at a cost of £3.7 billion. So far, 2 have been completed.
We've met our milestones to date. People can see the work that's happening on the Tomatin to Moy section, and we're about to award a contract this summer for Tay Crossing to Ballinlough, and people will see continuous work right across the A9 from now until completion, with 50% delivered by 2030, 85% by 2033, and the 100% of A9 dualling by 2035.
Yeah, we're on track just now, but it's such a small snapshot that we're looking at, and it's such a straightforward section that we're looking at Tomatin to Moy. There's, if you look at the constraints at Killiecrankie, for example, that's going to cause who knows what kind of delays, as they start to go and do some of their kind of archaeological finds. Or they don't actually know until they actually start the groundworks what's ahead of them.
Loretta McLaughlin is a community councillor for the Killiecrankie area.
Up till now, we've only actually got 11 miles constructed. That leaves, 70 miles still to be built. And we're going to do that between now and I think the end date is 2035, in 10 years. That seems very ambitious. I'm a little bit sceptical that this can be delivered on time and on budget.
A public consultation has just started on the Passive Burnham to Tay Crossing section of the A9. That scheme includes a roundabout at Dunkeld and new junction layouts.
That work should be completed by 2032. If the government fulfills today's pledge, it will be dual carriageway all the way for drivers in a decade's time. Louise Cowie, reporting Scotland, Perth.